the piece of words which we wrote, like those rubbish words anyway. So we just clicked on paste and I just pasted those here. Now what we also wanted is to get a right click menu, like something like this. When we have an actual notepad here, we right clicked on it and we get all these menus, right? We wanted to get that also. So for that we need to click anywhere on this like a rich text box, double click here, and then we gonna write for that. After double clicking there, let me show you again. After double clicking here, we're gonna go to this arrow right here, procedure arrow, and then we're gonna choose mouse down. Okay, do remember, else it will not work. And just remove this thing. You don't need that. Now if button is equals to 2 means the right mouse button. You can use either 2 or VB right button, both will work. B would double T button. Okay, then pop-up menu, and then the name of the menu. Remember this thing, right here, menu edit. We need to write that here. Then if we run it and when we right clicked it, okay, we have not ended it properly. And if okay, run it again, right click here, and it's showing the exact same menu which as this one. It's better to have one more thing, I mean the same thing under form. This thing is for like rich text box, this thing is like for the form. So under form, just copy and paste the exact same thing, just to have a precaution, nothing else. Okay, so we are done with this thing for now. Now let's move on to our next step, which is the color. For color we're gonna use this common text, like what's it's called, common dialog box. I just forgot his name. Anyway, so we're gonna like we're not gonna code inside it, we're gonna code in individual the menus. No code will be inside it, it's just there for like all the multi-purposes. So we're gonna click on color, and then we're gonna write COMMONDIALOG1 common dialog 1 dot show color. So we are using common dialog 1 and it will show a color box. Okay, it will look something like this. It will show this color box, but this color box is like useless for now because we need to code even more further. So we're gonna write rich text box 1 dot cell color equals to common dialog 1 dot color. So any text which is selected on the rich text box will be colored with the same color which we have chosen in that color box which appeared due to this command. Which means we wrote something like this, and then we selected it, we go to edit, we go to colors, we clicked something like this purple here, and then we clicked OK, and see this is purple. Do keep in mind this is select color, SELCOLOR. You might have like mistakenly wrote something like SEL selected and then text. Don't do that. Do keep in mind it will be color. Okay, so we are done with colors. Now let's choose the fonts. For the fonts one, we'll write okay, You can either write this common dialog 1 dot flags is equals to cdl cfboth, or you can write cdl cf. Both are the same. You can use anything you wanted. cdl cf effects. I'm using this one, and then you're gonna click on common dialog 1 dot show font. It will show you the font boxes, this one, but as like the color boxes, it will be useless. This one will be useless because we need to code even more further. So let's write we just make it visible because just for a precaution step. Okay, it doesn't like need to be there, but I just wrote it there. So the selected font from the rich text box will be like changed to the font which we chose from that font box from common dialog box, right? It will be something like we selected it, we go to fonts, and then we'll choose Courier New, and then we'll click on OK and just change to Courier New. So basically whatever we select from common dialog box will be applied to our selected font, like selected text. But do keep in mind, you are selecting the text but you are writing font name. Okay, don't like mistakenly write something like as selected text. You are actually selecting text, but you are actually replacing its font and name, not actually the text. We don't want to replace the text, we want to replace the default font. So we are like selected font will be replaced by the font we chose from the common dialog. Okay, we're gonna go to write again rich text box 1 dot selected font size is equals to dialog1 dot font size, and the same as the name. Font board, I'll explain it after writing. Okay, so the selected font, like the selected text, will be bold if we choose bold from the common dialog box. Okay, do keep in mind it's not selected text. I am just repeating it again and again because you will make this mistake. So do keep in mind it's selected bold, not selected text. So it will be the same. The selected italic will be italic from the common dialog box, and same with both the underlines and strike throughs. So let's move on to our open. For open, we click on open, and then we'll write common-dialog1 common dialog 1 dot filter. We actually wanted to filter the text files, so we're writing filter is equals to text files star.txt with a pipe symbol. This is called a pipe symbol, and then we're gonna write star.txt. What it does is, let's say here for example, when we write something here and when we want to save it, it's set here for text documents. We want it exactly like this, okay? We don't want it to be all files. If you wanted it to be all files, just replace this txt with a star, and this one also with a star, and right here all files. But we wanted text files, so we're writing text here and then txt, which is the extension of a text file, which you already know, whatever. So then we actually filtered it to only text files, because this notepad can only open text files. It can't open any like visual files, like a graphical files. Then we're gonna click on command dialog 1 dot show open. It will show an open dialog box, and then it's gonna load that file to our rich text box. We're gonna load that file something like this. Okay, let's save a file here on desktop really quick. Let's take it like sample text and then save it on desktop with a file name of demo, and we'll save it as a text file here. Okay, then gonna go here, gonna click on run, and then we're gonna click on file, we're gonna click on open. Okay, we're gonna go to our desktop here, gonna click on demo and then open. See, the sample text appeared. Gonna click on like cut, sorry, it's copy, then we're gonna paste it here. We're gonna select all, we're gonna cut it, we're gonna paste it again, we're gonna select it, we're gonna click on color, we're gonna click on any color, something like this. It's colored. We're gonna select it again. We're gonna go to fonts. Under fonts, we're gonna choose whatever font you want. Let's say we chose Surge bold oblique with a size of 72. Let's make it bigger. Why not? And it's selected. We need to code for this save one and this print one, so let's do that. We're gonna click on file. We're gonna click on save, and for save we write filter is equals to same filter text files, because we do also wanted to save text files. Okay, then we're gonna write command dialog 1 dot show save, so it will show the save dialog box, and then we're gonna save the file which is on the rich text box to a common dialog box with that file name. Okay, we have this save button working, so let's save this file, save. We're gonna name it like save to our desktop, and then we're gonna save it. I'm gonna close it. See, this is a save, and we'll open it with Notepad. Okay, it's actually working, but it's actually a rich text file, so it's better we should open it with WordPad, which supports RTF formats. So it's save file here, so which means it's working. Now we're gonna code this print. You just need to write it will work. We run it, you go to print, but there is by default copies of 1. You can manually write a copy like copy is equals to 1, it will work.